Welcome back to ATA Podcast. I'm your host Nova. If you're an old viewer, thank you for joining us once again. If you're new to the channel, welcome to ATA Podcast. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Do not forget to like, comment, and share with your friends. So recently, I came across a series of gauntlets that I want us to review today. Shout out to those who made the gauntlet. Now let's dive in. First up, we have Zoro running this gauntlet. I see Rob Lucci, I see X Drake, I see Smoker, and I see Magellan. Now, without any deep analysis, the major problem Zoro is going to have here is Magellan. But let's see. First up, he has Lucci. Against Rob Lucci, to be very honest, Zoro solos. I mean, we're talking about Zoro with Enma. Zoro solos. This is the same Zoro who was able to damage Kaido. Zoro's haki is strong enough to damage Kaido. Are you trying to convince me that Rob Lucci is going to be able to tank an Enma slash? That's not going to happen. Zoro clears Rob Lucci. Moving on to X Drake, who I honestly think is the weakest here. But then again, I see Smoker. I can't really decide between X Drake and Smoker who is weaker. Did I just rhyme? X Drake, Zoro clears. Come on, man. X Drake, really? Is this guy going to be, is he even going to beat Tony Chopper? X Drake, come on, man. Next up, we have Smoker and Zoro solos. Come on, man. This guy, so far, it hasn't been a challenge for Zoro. It really hasn't been a challenge for Zoro. Like, come on, man. These three guys, I'm well confident that Zoro can take two of them on at the same time. I say it with my chest. I say it with my chest. Come on, man. These guys, they should be fighting Nico Robin and Nami. Like, you can't be fighting the right hand of a Yonko. Like, you know what I mean? The right hand of a Yonko. Come on, man. And at the end, he has to face Magellan. Now, this is where the challenge is. Honestly, this is where the battle is. This is where the real challenge is. Because Magellan is not a joke. That poison is very, very dangerous. And we all know that poison is hex. This is something that bypasses your durability. Poison doesn't care about how tough your skin is. That doesn't matter to poison. Poison will affect you internally. And to make it worse, Magellan's poison can also affect you externally. It can melt objects. We've seen it corrode objects. I think Zoro wins, but Zoro wins on high difficulty. Because Magellan's poison is a problem. And I don't see how Zoro is going to damage Magellan without getting touched by that poison. And once Zoro gets touched by that poison, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. Even if Zoro wins, Zoro still ends up dying. So long story short, Zoro clears this gauntlet, but he dies at the end. That poison is going to get to him. Moving on. Next up, we have Ulquiorra running the gauntlet. And I see Itachi, I see Minato, I see Madara, and I see Naruto. And this is not just your regular Ulquiorra. This is the second release Ulquiorra. So we know that he's here for business. How far does he go? Let's find out. First up, it's going up against Itachi. And this one, honestly, is very, very tricky. It's a tricky one. But I'll give it to Ulquiorra on high diff because Itachi is not a joke. I can't make arguments as to how Ulquiorra would counter Itachi's Genjutsu or Tsukuyomi. I cannot make that argument because as we've seen in Bleach characters, they're very susceptible to Genjutsu. They're susceptible to illusion. Also, you have the Susanoo there, the Amaterasu. But I would like to give the speed factor to Ulquiorra. I think Ulquiorra is faster than Itachi, and I think that is the edge Ulquiorra has over Itachi. Itachi is more hexed, but Ulquiorra is faster and has more attack potency and more destructive capacity than Itachi. So I give this to Ulquiorra on high diff. Moving on, he has KC and Minato. And no, I don't think he's beating KC and Minato because this Minato can summon the avatar of the Nine Tails. And I do not think Ulquiorra is beating the Nine Tails. I don't think so. I mean, the Flying Raijin plus Kurama Chakra mode. Next up, we have Madara, and I do not see him winning. Even if it's regular Madara. Regular Madara has the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan and he has the Nine Tails. Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan grants you perfect Susanoo. And you can't convince me that Ulquiorra is breaking a perfect Susanoo. You can't. You just can't convince me. To top it all off, Madara can now summon the Nine Tails. To make it worse, he can merge the two. Clad the Nine Tails in perfect Susanoo. At that point, Ulquiorra is done. He's done out here, bro. He's done out here, bro. And let's not even talk about the Genjutsu aspect. And his final opponent is Naruto, KCM Naruto. And of course, just like Minato, Ulquiorra is not winning this fight. Naruto is going to whoop his ass. Come on, man. I don't think I even need to analyze this one. Let's move on to the next fight. Next up, we have Julius Novachrono running the Gauntlet. Let's see how far he goes. First up, he has Monkey D. Luffy and Julius stomps. Come on, man, he stomps. If you're trying to tell me that Monkey D. Luffy has observation haki, he can see a few seconds into the future. Come on, man. Julius is the Grandmaster of Time. And I'm never going to bring in manga Julius into this. I'm just going to stick to anime Julius. Julius solos Monkey D. Luffy. Next up, he has Yusuke and he ends here. And I say that because now we're looking at characters that scale above planetary. But for the sake of the Gauntlet, let's keep going. Next up, he has Assault Mode Meliodas. And Assault Mode Meliodas solos. Like, come on, man. Julius is not beating him. Next, he has Natsu. Come on, man. Natsu literally burned through time and space. Natsu walked in paused time. There is nothing Julius is doing to Natsu. Natsu will burn him. Next, he has Naruto, and you all know how this ends. Naruto beats him with those rods he's holding. And lastly, he has Ichigo. Come on, man. What exactly is he going to do to Ichigo? Like, what is he going to do to Ichigo? Come on, man. Ichigo solos. Next, we have Naruto running the One Piece universe. And yes, I know it's as funny as it sounds. I mean, without even looking at the Gauntlet, you know Naruto solos the One Piece universe already. But let's see. Let's just see what they have for him. First up, we have Sanji. And honestly, within 5 seconds, Sanji is dead. Gets turned into a pack. Next up is Zoro. And Naruto will be smoking that 3-sword style pack. Monkey D. Luffy, that Gomu Gomu pack. Draco, Mihawk and Shanks could team up all they want. Naruto's clone solos both of them with one hit. Next, we have Big Mom and Whitebeard. Honestly, I feel like this entire universe should just gang up against Naruto because he is still smoking all of them with his clones. Naruto turns the One Piece universe into a pack. And finally, we have the monster duo Monkey D. Luffy and Zoro trying to reclaim the honor of the One Piece universe that got turned into a pack by Naruto. Let's see how far they go. First up, they have 10-10. And why is 10-10 here? Why? Who would ever put 10-10 in the... Anyways. Fam, Tony Chopper solos 10-10. What is this? Next up, they have Kakashi and they turn him into a pack. They are going to be smoking that Kakashi pack tonight because he's not stopping either of them. Next, they have Pain. Now, the problem I have here is it just Pain alone? Or are the remaining there? Because if it's just Pain alone, they beat him, they win. I mean, the speed difference is crazy. But if Pain is able to launch Chimbaku Tensei, they are done. They are both done. But they win this fight 9 out of 10 times. Next up, they have Sasuke. And I think this is Curse Mark Sasuke. And yes, they solo this Sasuke. This Sasuke stands no chance. Next up, we have Naruto. And I think this is 6 tails, 4 tails, 6 tails Naruto. I think Sage Mode Naruto. And yes, they solo Sage Mode Naruto. They solo Sage Mode Naruto. Next up, we have Madara. And yeah, it ends here. They're not beating Madara. There is nothing they are doing, absolutely nothing they are going to do to beat Madara. He can summon the 9 tails. He has the Eternal Mangekyou Sharingan. They're finished. They are done. They are done. And lastly, we have Kaguya. And I don't think I need to say anything here. Kaguya solos the One Piece universe. Like, what exactly would Monkey D. Luffy and Zoro do to Kaguya? Absolutely nothing. Nothing. We've come to the end of this episode. I'm your host, Nova. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Do not forget to like, comment, and share. And also follow us on Twitter at @ATAnime_HQ. ATA Nova.